Hi, Scott Beveridge here from the Observer Reporter in Washington, PA, and we're standing here today on the Donora-Webster Bridge, which just happens to be celebrating its 100th birthday of connecting Webster and Donora, Washington and Westmoreland counties. We're also here just a few days after the State Department of Transportation conducted its annual inspection of this bridge, and it's not an easy task. They can't pull a giant crane out here on this bridge and put workers in bucket truck and dangle them off the side, because you can see all the different crisscrossings of the steel. It makes it impossible for them to maneuver the crane. And even if they could bring a crane of that size onto this bridge, they're not allowed because it has a 3-ton weight limit. When they were inspecting it in the 1980s, PennDOT planned to close the bridge because it's in a pretty bad condition, and as you can see today, there's lots of rust. And so inspecting the bridge presents a particular challenge, and what they end up doing is they pluck a crew of 4 men on a plank underneath the bridge, and it's suspended by a network of hooks and ropes and cables, and they kind of just like scoop themselves across underneath the bridge, and they carry a hammer, and when they see rust, they chip away at the rust and look for any fractures in the steel and take photographs of every joint. So it's a very time-consuming project. And
the bridge is special because it connects the two communities. Webster is a much older community than Donora. I guess it was founded in the 1830s, Donora in 1901. Now if the people of Donora want to go to Pittsburgh, they cross this bridge and go up the hill and get on Route 51, which is the closest and easiest way to get to the city of Pittsburgh. And many people commute from Donora and the surrounding areas of Pittsburgh and have to use this bridge. They could use the so-called new bridge, but that would be somewhat out of the way. The first wedding took place on the bridge. When the bridge was reopened in '86, I believe there were 2 weddings on the bridge. And sort of united the two communities. There's not the rivalry between Donora and Webster there is between, say, Donora and Menneson and Charleroi, something of that sort. But
the good people of Webster decided to hold a banquet for the wedding, and they prepared an ox roast. And when the crowd showed up, most of the people went away hungry because there wasn't enough food to feed them. And pretty much the same thing happened again in 1986. They had 2 weddings. The people of Webster, they actually prepared more food than they thought they would need, and all of it disappeared. So, for some reason, people were just drawn to this bridge, and nobody seems to understand why. They call this a camelback span because the network of arches that cross this bridge resemble the back of a camel, and the larger one in the center is more than 500 feet long. It's supposed to be one of the largest camelback spans in the world, but nobody has been able to substantiate that, but that seems to be the local legend or belief here. And whenever they are inspecting the bridge, they actually have to climb and balance themselves and go entirely to the top of the span. And there is a boat in the river circling in case somebody would happen to fall. And if they did fall, it would be about a 14-story drop. So it takes somebody who has a lot of balance and courage. And PennDOT is not going on record as of now to say whether or not just how much longer they're going to keep this bridge open. If they do decide to close the bridge, there will be a series of public hearings, and as Dr. Stacy said, it probably would be met with a lot of opposition from the people in both communities.